Many visions of my death, my head risen for dimension, of repenting for the murder I committed with a burner all up in your face. Might not catch another case if I kill him when I hit him with a pistol whipper. Nigga step into the rim, you would think.
Alright guys, I guess this is part 2 to yesterday's video. I just received my package from Summit. Oh my god, you could just smell the bald eagles coming out of this badass box here. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. I got the jump terminals, so that I don't have to take my bumper off every time I go to jump the car. I ordered them from Summit Racing, as obviously you can tell. I'm thinking about mounting them right here on the outside of the fender, because that's the only place I could really think of mounting them that would make sense. That's on the outside, that's easy to get to at all times if I need to. Like, I don't even have to pop the hood to get to them. So that's another reason where I'm figuring it would be a good idea. So we're gonna get the right size hole saw for those, and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a spot here. I'm gonna mark where I'm gonna put them, and then I'm gonna drill the holes with a hole saw, and I'll come back as soon as I get the right tools and everything. Guys, just got back from the auto parts store. This is what you're gonna need if you're gonna do this. You're gonna need these little cable clamps, or battery cable lugs. You're gonna need 2 sets of those. One is gonna go on this side wire, and then one on the other side of the wire to the battery. But you're gonna need a set of these, obviously, and you're gonna need some wire. I have 0 gauge, which I'm gonna trim it down a little bit at the edges to make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit in those things. So I'm gonna drill the holes in the fender. I got the fender taken off. I got the new terminal on, so I'm gonna drill these holes and put these in, and we'll get back. I
got ice here.
Hole saw bit.
Here.
Doesn't say what size it is. I just kind of mocked it up by the things, and I'm gonna drill the 2 holes right here, and then I'll get back to you guys real quick. Guys, I got it cut out. See, I got the 2 holes cut out. Now with these, you just unscrew the back. You unscrew this back here, and then you put it in, and you put the nut back on it, tighten it up, and then it should be stuck. It should be on there. So let me do that real quick. Alright, I got them installed nice and tight, as you can see. Now the issue that I'm having, well, it's not really an issue, just a little bump in the road. These little terminals that you see here, if you see, they don't really fit. So I need to take 2 of these terminals and I need to drill them out to make them bigger, so then they will fit onto these terminals. They fit onto the battery terminals perfect, but just not on these bigger terminals. So I'm just have to drill 2 of these out real quick, then I can fix them on. I'm probably gonna bend these 2 at a 90-degree angle, because I don't like how that, if you kind of see it, it's close to the metal, and that's a positive terminal, so I don't want it to arc on that. So I'll probably bend it 90, and I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll get right back to you, see how we're going then. Alright guys, once you got the wire cut to the size you want it, you're gonna take, the way you crimp this basically is you're gonna shove the wire in there, put it on something flat, and you're gonna take a big hammer and you're just gonna smash the hell out of it. I mean, the whole round spot, you pretty much want that to be as flat as possible, and it shouldn't come off. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, just got that done. See, it's flat, and it's definitely not going anywhere. So I'm going to do that to the other side, and then I'm going to repeat the same process for the other wire, and I'll show you what it should look like when you're all done. Alright, and this is what you should be looking at as a fully finished product for basically the jumper wire. Tightly wound with some electrical tape, ready to rock. So we're going to throw this in. and we're gonna see. This is the negative. I still got to do the positive. I'm not gonna do the positive and show you what it looks like just because I already just did. So I'm gonna put this one on. I'm gonna show you how it looks underneath the fender, and then I'm gonna knock at the positive and then show you when it's all finished and all said and done. All right, guys. So after a bit of wrestling and messing around trying to figure out the best way, as you can see, got the new terminal on. I got it connected to the terminal. Then it comes up and it goes directly to this negative terminal right here. It's nice and tight, ain't going nowhere. The only downside, I guess you could say, is if I wanted to take off the fender, I'd have to essentially take off the battery, well, take off the nuts for the battery terminals and pull these jumper wires off, which, I mean, to me isn't a huge deal. I don't take the fender off that much, so I mean, it beats the hell out of having to take the bumper off to basically jump the battery if the battery dies, or if I want to hook it up to the trickle charger while it sits or whatever. It beats taking the bumper off to have to do that. I have these right here, right in my, right outside. Just pop these off, negative, positive, don't have to worry about it, and then they cover up. You don't have to worry about them, I mean, it's not the prettiest looking thing. A lot of people put them on the inside of the engine bay, but I wanted the shortest route to the battery itself. I didn't want to run more huge wires all the way through to the engine bay, because I'm trying to eliminate some of the clutter that's in the bay as of right now. And this was my easiest way to doing it. I didn't want to put this in the bay either in this spot. I was going to put them right here where I have my HID box. I was gonna put them there, but then I realized that I'm gonna move the HID box, and that's where my catch can is gonna sit. And I already got them where I'm gonna put the bungs in and everything, but that's where my catch can is gonna sit. So I didn't want to put them there either. So this was my only option. It doesn't look that gaudy. It's not a huge deal, but I'm gonna knock out this passenger side. Or not passenger side, the hell am I talking about? The positive side, I'm gonna knock that out real fast, and then I'll show you just the overall finished product, and that'll be that. I'll be right back. Guys, we're all finished up. We got the positive wired in. I'll have to go back here to show you. We got the positive going to the positive jumper terminal. Then we have it going straight down to the positive terminal on the battery. Negative on the negative terminal, loops around, goes down to the negative terminal on the battery. Now I can put the bumper back on, since this is all wrapped up. Everything with the battery relocate is finished. I know I said I was gonna wrap this into yesterday's video and just post one whole video, but I just decided just to post up yesterday's video because it was the 13-minute video, and I figured I didn't want to make it too long and have people get bored of watching and whatever, so I figured I'd just throw that video out, throw it up on YouTube, then I'll throw this one up on YouTube. But it's nice and tight. It's going to do what it needs to do. I'm excited now because this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to put the battery here and then not have to take the bumper off to do, to charge the battery or anything like that. I mean, it might look a little bit goofy right now, but I'm not really one to give a care about it because this car's basically going to be a track car. For the guy with the was worried about the doors, as you can see, I got one door done, cut door, Lexan, full Lexan window. It still needs some work yet. As you can see, it's all done. It just needs to be cleaned up. I got to take the window off. I'm going to spray the frame, spray the inside of the door. Then I want to put a door handle in it because it's just sticking my arm in there is not too great. And I got to clean up the interior and stuff. But I mean, it's getting there. The guy that wanted to see the doors, the full video on that's coming. I just have to finish up a few things. I don't want to post a video on YouTube when I'm not finished, because I don't want to give any misinformation on how to do certain things and then have somebody mess up the car and be pissed off at me. So that's it, boys. what we got. Terminal's all installed and ready to rock. Like, comment, subscribe. Next video is most likely going to be the catch can install, so keep an eye out for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.